Dr. Richard E. Bright, a molecular biologist from Rutgers, described this research in Wuhan as the Wuhan lab used NIH funding to construct novel chimeric SARS-related coronaviruses able to infect human cells and laboratory animals. This is high-risk research that creates new potential pandemic pathogens that exist only in the lab, not in nature. This research matches, these are Dr. E. Bright's words, this research matches, indeed epitomizes, the definition of gain-of-function research done entirely in Wuhan, for which there was supposed to be a federal pause. Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
Microphone.
Your microphone.
Senator Paul, I have never lied before the Congress, and I do not retract that statement. This paper that you are referring to was judged by qualified staff up and down the chain as not being gain of function. Let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans,
right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about. Okay, you get
NIH,
one person.
Let's read from the NIH
Chair, can I
definition of
answer
gain
the
of
question?
function. This is your definition that you guys wrote. It says that scientific research that increases the transmissibility among mammals is gain of function. They took animal viruses that only occur in animals and they increased their transmissibility to humans.
Bruh. Wow, that clip is not going to age well for Fauci, okay? It's not going to age well for Fauci because it seems that with each passing day, it seems more and more likely that either Fauci is a liar or he is in over his head. Both of them are equally bad in my opinion, considering how this guy is allegedly supposed to be the top doctor and the go-to guy when it comes to infectious diseases in this country, right? And it seems like with more time that passes, the more information that comes out, this guy, again, is either a massive liar or he doesn't know what's going on under his watch, as the NIH admits to funding gain-of-function research in Wuhan, says EcoHealth violated reporting requirements. Okay, so EcoHealth is essentially the company that received the grant money, aka taxpayer money, okay, to conduct these limited experiments. And apparently, they were doing things that may or may not constitute as gain-of-function research, and they didn't report it, right? They did not report it. So the NIH has basically came out and confirmed that, that actually did happen, and they just basically didn't report it, right? They didn't follow the proper protocols. So again, this is a bombshell story here because, again, with each passing day, it seems like Fauci's either a liar or he's in over his head, which means that he should probably be investigated, right? Low key. And with this report right here, which technically is really not even about the virus, I'm still going to give this claim anyways. I'm not making claims about the virus, the vaccine, the mask, the pandemic. I'm not making any claims whatsoever. If you have any questions about that, please consult your doctor. Please consult your trusted medical professional. I'm simply having a conversation about public policy and public policy only. But let's read here. A top NIH official admitted in a Wednesday letter that U.S. taxpayers funded gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses in Wuhan and revealed that EcoHealth Alliance, the U.S. nonprofit that funneled NIH money to the Wuhan Institute of Virology, was not transparent about the work it was doing. In the letter to Representative James Comer, Lawrence A. Tabak of the NIH cites a limited experiment that was conducted to test if spike proteins from naturally occurring bat coronaviruses circulated in China were capable of binding to the human ACE2 receptor in a mouse model. The laboratory mice infected with the modified bat virus became sicker than those infected with the unmodified bat virus. All right, so I don't know, man. To me, that kind of sounds like gain of function, right? Which apparently is supposed to include extracting viruses and, engineering them in a laboratory so that they're stronger and that you can study that in order to fight future pandemics, right? The revelation vindicates Republican Senator Rand Paul, who got in a heated exchange with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease Director Anthony Fauci during his May and June testimonials before Congress over the gain-of-function question. At the second hearing, Paul accused Fauci of misleading Congress by denying that the U.S. had funded gain-of-function projects at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Gain-of-function research involves extracting viruses from animals and artificially engineering them in a laboratory to make them more transmissible or deadly to humans. In keeping with Fauci's refusal to use, quote, gain-of-function, Tabak avoids the term, though the work he describes matches its commonplace definition precisely. Okay, so yeah, this continues to be the semantics game, right? In which, something that sounds a lot like gain-of-function is not being called gain-of-function, right? And that's really the issue here. Right, we all kind of have some idea on what was being researched. However, there's an argument about whether or not that is defined as gain of function, even though it seems like it is. Right, so again, this semantics game is really the issue here. A previously unpublished EcoHealth grant, a proposal filed with the NIH obtained by The Intercept had already exposed that $599,000 of the total grant to the Wuhan Institute of Virology was for research designed to make viruses more dangerous and or infectious. Again, I did a video about this. They had already received a grant to do this type of research, right? And that was something that was uncovered by The Intercept. Dr. Richard E. Bright, biosafety expert and professor of chemistry and chemical biology at Rutgers University, had previously rebutted Fauci's claim that the NIH, quote, has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology as demonstrably false. Ebright told National Review that the NIH finance work at the WIV epitomizes the definition of gain-of-function research, which deals with enhanced potential pandemic pathogen or those pathogens and resulting from the enhancement of the transmissibility and or virulence of a pathogen. In addition to his admission that gain-of-function research was being conducted with NIH money, Tabak also revealed that EcoHealth failed to comply with its reporting responsibilities under the grant. EcoHealth was required to submit a secondary review in the event of certain developments that might increase the danger associated with the research. So when Wuhan researchers successfully bound a natural bat coronavirus to a human AC2 receptor in mice, they were supposed to inform the NIH, but they didn't. So yeah, this company, right, that was performing this research was supposed to let the NIH know that, hey, we were successful in actually bounding the natural bat coronavirus to human AAC2 receptors in mice, which means they were successful. They successfully did it. They successfully conducted an experiment. They should have told the NIH about that, but they just didn't, right? And I wonder why they did not do that. But let's read a little bit more here. EcoHealth now has 5 days, according to Tabak, to submit to NIH any and all unpublished data related to this awards project for compliance purposes. The remainder of the document attempts to prove that the naturally occurring bat coronaviruses used in the 2014 to 2018 NIH grant experiments are decades removed from the SARS-CoV-2, evolutionarily only sharing 96 to 97% of the genome. All right, so basically what that's saying is that it's not the same virus that is going around now, right? That it is different genetically and evolutionarily. So essentially that they're not the same thing. Okay. I mean, to be fair though, would you expect them to say anything otherwise? I mean, they're not going to say anything different than that, right? So at this point, the question is, in my opinion, did Fauci lie or did he just not know? Okay. Because if he lied, I think that's pretty bad. But if he didn't know, that's also pretty bad, if not worse, because that means that he's not cut out for the job that he's doing, right? He is supposed to be aware of this type of stuff. So all I know at this point is that it sounds like Rand Paul was right. That Rand Paul was not in over his head going after Fauci and questioning Fauci about the research that we were doing in China when it comes to gain of function. And again, this is a big deal because these are taxpayer dollars, right? These are taxpayer dollars, and this is information that taxpayers need to know if we're funding this type of stuff and the risk that comes along with it. And if somebody like Fauci, who is overseeing a lot of this stuff, if he's negligent, if he's careless, if he doesn't know what the hell is going on, or again, if he's lying, then it's appropriate for the American people to know and for him to be investigated. Now, I low-key think that he lied, right? And the reason why is because he kept trying to go on about the semantics thing. Well, it's not gain of function, even though, it seems like the definition, what Rand Paul was saying matches what people understand to be gain of function. And I think he was playing this semantics game the same way that Don Lemon played the semantics game with Joe Rogan in order to try to finagle his way out of it, right? To say, well, technically it's not a lie because we have two different definitions of what gain of function is, right? Even though they really don't. So I think that the man should be investigated, but it probably won't happen. Democrats are probably just going to continue to cover for him. But we'll see. Again, with each passing day, when more of this information comes out, it seems more and more likely that Rand Paul was right. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.